Let's start the week off right by delving into a dangerous world where, well, if it's not already attacked and ravaged by space quakes and spirit attacks, entities that are imagined from the very creative world of a very disturbed individual with a book. But we can ignore that for now and just rely on the good old Valentine's Day massacre of whatever events are about to unfold. This is Data Live after all, and there's plenty of characters that are going to be a little up in arms. So, who's going to come out on top? Somehow. It's definitely going to be Kurumi. Let's find out just how many international laws that Origami violates in her attempt on chocolate. Grab a drink as we're about to begin. Good, we didn't skip Valentine's Day. That would have been... So, I see her back there with the sheet covering her shame. Oh, nice, some gold glitter. And kind of unsurprisingly, but surprising at the same time, looks edible and not over the top. Huh? Actually going above and beyond just generic shaped chocolate and... It's very... artistic. Unfortunately, yeah, it's a time of great ire. He is becoming a pariah in the classroom, and even those with his own phone-based girlfriend is turning against. And thus a cult was born. He needs to guard himself quite... Good thing he only hit the chocolate, it's... Well, to avoid any... Learn more vocab. To avoid any bloodshed in the classroom, they came prepared with peace offerings. I mean, let's be honest here. Whoever's selling those chocolates is making a mint off of these kind of reactions. And comparatively, it says it's going to be quite subdued. Sounds like an offer. He's planned for his victory. What's that saying? Not planning is planning to fail. Something like that. Although, considering that, surprised I've lasted as long as I have. I do like that we are pushing forward with Kurumi's storyline and her kind of not being so mysterious shadow in the background, creating issues and also ex machinas when they need them. We know that the spirit of origin thing just shows up and causes chaos by just giving very ill-equipped people immense power. But considering how kind of, what's the word, distant to any sort of conversation on the topic, I have no idea what her past would be or how it was unfolded. Torn away from his family, like with the last girl, or I'm guessing it's how much she wants to destroy the origin spirit. It's going to be quite dark. Okay. No, not at all. We don't need another AI uprising. He doesn't have to start gauging the computer's opinion of him as well, does he? Maybe because of placement and time rather than skill, but sure. So where are we going? Back to the classic arcade, and then that overlook, which has been key to so many moments. I really? Well, on the count of three, let's say what it was. And he is very confident in that idea of where she wants to go. Uh-huh. This is just a stopgap? Oh, okay. Yes, I mean, wait. Yes. He earned some points right there. And how much of the time that the other her spent with him is shared with the rest of them? Yeah, he did it once. Or something more tailored to the individual her of this time. Confident. I mean, just as a casual date statement, sure, maybe, but considering what we know of the character, there's going to be some tragic happenstance at the last minute. I don't remember that all too much. Careful when you're opening it. It's tear gas. He'll have to repay the favour with chocolates of his own. What is it, like a week later? I can't remember when White Day is. It's not a thing here. Fair. It's not set in stone after all. Did he also get all of the others? Oh, nice. All of the others some confectionery as well. Yeah, just let him fly by the seat of his pants, and he's actually doing fairly well. So, how was she so sure that she wouldn't lose this? Is it going to be like Origami's desire to kill all spirits? So his placement in her heart can't overtake that kind of feeling. Might dampen the mood slightly, but get straight to the point. Any of us? And he's got to learn at some point or another, so why not just get it over with? Now they can be truly alone. By the time they arrive, they'd already be long gone from this place. Yeah, with no backup and no communication. I mean, well, he wasn't exactly using it in the first place. Not much is lovely decorating. Could at least put up, I don't know, curtains. And that was a neat transition. Follow the bullet through into the wall, which spreads open to the story. Saving kittens from trees? That is a very trusting cat. Now she just has to get down. With only a few scuff marks and holes in her tights. And the moment you put that cat down, straight back up the tree. Tell me how I know. So we're getting, yeah, uniform and whatnot, a friend as well, who is very much out of the picture now, so I think I know where this story could be headed. I will say, though, considering the spirits and space quakes and the like, there hasn't been much talks of international warfare and or civil wars and displacements. Now we know how to immediately get her attention. I mean, as if we didn't already. She had an affinity with cats anyway. That's what you want to see. For a second there, I was like, hang on, this isn't Symphogear, we're not meant to have noise. What the hell was with Ice Golem just now? Terrible weather we're having. A spirit? And I would advise you to continue walking home. So it, what, does seem to be just a, okay, fortunate accident. Meal. It's, yeah, circumstance, right place, or wrong place, right time. This is where you'll become a magical girl and fight them. It's essentially the course of it, isn't it? Yes, just grasp the magical gem that has appeared in front of you. Also, I just had a thought. If the ice thing was, a spirit, was that Yoshino's power or one that is just similar? Getting the gist of it pretty quickly. Hmm. So, this hero for justice. Okay, I didn't expect it to go down this kind of route. Wow. Hero for justice taking down like Kamen Rider enemies. Oh, and Evangelion Digimon. Not even cracking a smile. This is like a classical upbeat kind of magical girl situation, isn't it? I've been given this power to help save the world. Just a bit of an eye infection. Let's hope it's not infectious. Well, it may be a very difficult one to turn down. That's going to be an invitation she's going to regret not taking, isn't it? So, is she allowed to ask for a day off? I know there's forces of evil and spirits, but it's a flame eidolon. Or Atronach. Oh, okay. I was about to say that one didn't like fade and dissolve away. Ooh, dissolve away. Yeah, it's actually still not dissolving away. Want a spirited. They can see the cats together. How nice of a thought. Definitely not going to regret. Uh-huh. So very much like origami, with, by her own hand. What? She was the only successful experiment so far. I mean, to be able to think in that state and actually retain a bit of herself there, to not invert and then go berserk, nice. And how many of so much like Sour there and okay. Was there a way to revert it without, ending the human? And there goes my other question: how many experiments has she carried out? For the good of the world, some sacrifices need to be made. For what grand purpose is she creating spirits in the first place? We've now learned, Kurumi's horrible past. She was instrumental in helping her refine, passing on the abilities and whatnot. Huh. And now that he has, that idea and singular goal as well, is it going to be able to have a conversation on the other side? We get it from the Spirit of Origin's viewpoint now. Well, I'm not sure how exactly you can turn sacrificing people into a good thing, a necessary evil, let's say. Because DEM exists to hold spirits. A lot of the conflict is against spirits and whatnot going off the rails or whatever, or losing themselves and lashing out. The spirits were created by, the Spirit of Origin. What the fuck is she fighting? Without the spirits, what? Is there some intergalactic threat that is being held off by her power? Or more time shenanigans? Like she's gone to a safe point here to build up an army of spirits. All I know is it's going to involve Shido somehow. Everything always fucking does. The idea that she's gone through all of this, forced to lose her memory, regained it through Zafkiel, through Dira the book, to then experience it all again and then okay, I know what I need to do: kill the Spirit of Origin. And has been constantly in the background making plans to try and pull that together, which kind of needs all the power of the spirits, not only to send her back in time to now, what I'm imagining, save her friend in the process, and maybe even further back than that, and stop anyone from becoming a spirit. Although what would happen if you stopped yourself being given the power? It's like the grandfather paradox. I kind of expected a lot worse from this. Considering how much it's been built up, and Kurumi's been in the background and being labelled this destructive force that would just tear down everyone around her, especially if they're delinquents and the like. And yet it's a backstory which I could have expected from pretty much any of them. Not this force majeure of going against the spirit of origin. She has reason to hate her and to go to battle about it. And to be fair, anyone that likes cats that much can't be evil. And it's the idea that we don't see any just full elemental spirits kind of thing like that, because she has continued refining, and the ones that don't make it through get culled. So we're only left with the spirits that worked. If so, kind of horrifying, but also, is it efficient? Not sure. It gives us story and characters to progress at least, rather than flavour monster of the week. But to think that rather than saving the world or anything, Kurumi was just acting as the Origin Spirit's cleanup crew all along. A willing participant despite her ignorance of what actually was happening. Yeah, it was signposted for miles away. As soon as a friend kind of appeared, you knew something bad was going to happen. One to the dome, it could have been worse. Could have been left to suffer. That was an episode. How will it all tie in the rest of it, though? And what the hell is going on with Elliot? How much power is Shido going to need to bring in an army back in time to stop the spirit? Fun to think about. Not sure if we're going to get there, but I don't believe we'll be having any happy fun time dates again anytime soon. At least not in the lingerie department. For shame. This episode was unravelling and fun and kind of thought-provoking in certain aspects. All I know is, make sure to carry around bags of loose or individually wrapped chocolate portions just to stop a mob rampage. Why didn't anyone ever think of that before? But chocolate and voodoo aside, we need to get some rest so that we can eagerly watch them more. So if you enjoyed this one, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider even subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss out future episodes. And maybe even jump onto my Discord for links and notifications for when new episodes come up. But get yourselves a bit of rest, so that I can definitely see you there. Thanks to my patrons, I don't seek power in the form of some magical crystal, and therefore don't need to go gunning down my acquaintances and friends. And I guess in the long term, no needing to bend the space-time continuum. So I do need to thank Sal, HTR, Guado, Kite, Reds Racer, Ultraporian, Wolfie Sensei, Zug, and everyone else for keeping my life simple and allowing us all just to continue watching anime.